All right, let's get to another question here. Adnan's reaction. Got any funny stories about your time with Steve Austin in Japan before he got his infamous FedEx letter from Eric Bischoff?
Well, Austin's a man's man. I knew that back then. I used to call him Steve McQueen. He hunter, fisherman, football player, wrestler. He could probably go out in the backyard and climb a tree with his teeth. He could do any damn thing. And when we had that 3-week tour, and right away, almost the first night or two, a couple of nights in, he tore his tricep. Well, most people would have just went home. That's it. Hey, I got a torn tricep. He never even mentioned going home. He toughed it out. He got through the 3 weeks, and thank God we were in some tags and some 6-mans, and so we could work around it. But you're talking about a beer drinker. Good Lord. Those rooms, once you left after the first week in Japan, you would leave Tokyo and you would go to the little towns. And the little towns, your hotel room was just about the size of a bathroom. You could barely get like a twin bed in there. So it was claustrophobic as it could possibly be. And first couple of nights, we tried to go to bed. Okay, man, we're not drinking tonight. Forget it. We're going to go to bed. We would get in our room, and I'm sure he did the exact same thing I did. There was no American TV. You're looking around a room that's about 4 by 12, and man, it set in on you. And so we would come out of that room, we'd do about a double knockout out in the hall. I guess we better have a few. So we'd sit in the lobby and bullshit, play cards, lie like hell to each other, and do some serious drinking. And it helped get you through that 3 weeks. But it was, thank God he was there, man. I would have hate to have been there and been like either with just one of the American boys I didn't know or just the Japanese boys. Thank God Austin was there. Mike Enos was on that loop. Ron Simmons was on that loop. It was awesome.
Late to the Nitro Party writes in, who was a more prolific drinker, Barry Windham, Steve Austin, or Ric Flair?
Number one, Rick can't drink at all. He would have a couple of cocktails and he'd be throwing them over his shoulder, those triple shot kamikazes. He just liked to get everybody else tore up so he could laugh at them. Steve Austin's a pretty fair hand on those cold beers. I think he drank Budweiser.
Pretty fair hand is the funniest description for a drinker I've ever heard. I love it.
Yes. Well, he earned it, but Barry Windham is the champ. He could drink more and longer than anybody I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's like Barry never went to the gym a day in his life, but could go out there and superplex animal off the top rope, go over the top rope like Brad Armstrong, run the ropes like Brad Armstrong. I mean, Barry was the all-around cowboy. And he could drink booze from 11 at night till 5 in the morning. His demeanor never changed. His pace never changed. Just, whew,
I gotta say this. I've not seen this in action. Brent.